She's fabulous. It's all about her. And she has a dog. I'm talking about the fabulous Meredith Baxter Dimly? Or I'm sorry, Sharpay Evans. Well, this is awkward. What's good, guys? It's Alissa. If you're new here, hello. So first things first, I cannot take credit for this theory. There is a YouTuber by the name of Amanda Beebe, if you have not heard of her, and she decided to do a movie night on her Patreon where she watched Bratz the movie for the first time. Now, I've personally seen the movie a million times, but she pointed out that Meredith had some similarities to Sharpay from High School Musical. Now, me being the curious Georgiana that I am, and analytical according to my papa, that seed of information was planted into my mind like Inception. And so I just had to dig a little deeper into this theory and figure that out for myself. So walk with me as I figure out if Meredith from Bratz the movie is just a Sharpay clone.
You are so devious. Thank you.
I think the most important factor to point out is who or what came first. High School Musical is a DCOM trilogy with the first movie premiering January 20th of 2006. While Bratz is a doll franchise that debuted in 2001, the live-action movie actually premiered August 3rd of 2007, which was also the first time that Meredith has ever appeared in any Bratz-related content. Apparently, there was a Bratz for Real video game that released later in 2007 to accompany the movie, where Meredith was also featured. Now that we have that out the way, who are these girls? Sharpay Evans is one of the main antagonists. Yes, antagonist. I will not be entertaining the idea of Sharpay being misunderstood. People that do intentionally mean and harmful things with the intention of having mean and harmful results are just that, mean. She was written to be a mean girl, and that fact is not changing. Just because Regina George became a more popular character than the heavily promoted Lindsay Lohan as 𝙘𝙤𝙪𝙣 doesn't change the fact that Regina is the mean girl because she's a fan favorite. Sharpay Evans, played by the iconic Ashley Tisdale, is one of the main antagonist characters of the High School Musical films and is the protagonist of Sharpay's fabulous adventure. She is the co-president of the East High Drama Department alongside her fraternal twin, Ryan Evans. Meredith Baxter Dimly, played by Chelsea Staub Kane, is the main antagonist in Bratz the movie. She is the most popular student at 𝙘𝙤𝙪𝙗𝙀 High School. In addition, she is the student body president of her school. For research purposes, I did watch all 3 High School Musical films and also Bratz the movie to find as many similarities between these characters as I could. Now, I didn't watch Sharpay's fabulous adventure for this video. I don't really have a reason why, and honestly, I was supposed to put this video out back in September, but Fiona and Cake came out and that became my obsession at the time, so that's what y'all got. I want to start with the obvious. Meredith and Sharpay are both rich blonde white girls who both have parents in positions of high status or power. Meredith's dad is actually the principal of 𝙘𝙤𝙪𝙗𝙀 High, and Sharpay's parents own the Lava Springs Country Club that is the main setting for High School Musical 2. Sharpay and Meredith are both meant to be the mean girls of their movies to tear down their protagonist. In High School Musical, Sharpay feels threatened by Troy and Gabriella getting callbacks for their school's musical and does everything in her power to sabotage them getting permanent roles. Sharpay is also constantly trying to woo star basketball player Troy Bolton, but new student Gabriella becomes a hindrance when Troy and Gabriella start to fall in love. This is the biggest similarity to me. For Meredith, she becomes threatened by Sasha, Jade, Chloe, and Yasmin, who I'll refer to as the Bratz because I'm not saying all their names over and over. As the student body president of 𝙘𝙤𝙪𝙗𝙀 High, Meredith keeps her students in factions. Yes, like Divergent. But with the Bratz being best friends, but so different, they decide not to be in the cliques that Meredith is assigning them to. So they become her public enemy number 1. Like Sharpay, Meredith's crush Cameron gets googly eyes for Chloe, and at any time they get too close, Meredith tries to interrupt that love fest. Although in Bratz there isn't a musical, there is a talent show that Meredith feels like she's a shoo-in for because she rigs the auditions. But the Bratz, being talented, threaten that crown. Another similarity that I noticed was from High School Musical 2 and 3, where the big prize for their showcases was a scholarship. In Bratz, the talent show's first place prize is also a scholarship. Meredith and Sharpay have also both done whatever it takes to destroy the images of their movie's protagonists. Meredith, in that damn flash drive that made a noise for some reason when it opened, held incriminating information about the Bratz that she used to blackmail Yasmin into not joining the talent show. Sharpay also used the social destitution of Gabriella being a geek at her old school to turn the popular kids against her, hoping to separate them and also occupy her with the scholastic decathlon. Woo! Jesus, that was a lot. Why did I write that? It's no secret that Sharpay is a huge fan of the color pink.
Mother of pink!
Sharpay didn't have the best fashions, but we'll chalk that up to it being the early 2000s. And I can personally say that they did gradually get better over the course of the 3 movies. The highlights to me are the individual pieces versus the outfits as a whole. My favorite piece was actually the brown furry coat that she wore. Her outfits also included a lot of sparkle and shine because Sharpay is a flashy character. And due to High School Musical and Bratz taking place at a high school for most of the movies, Sharpay and Meredith both serve uniform chic for the most part. Meredith usually had on some combination of a sweater and collared shirt layered, and they would often throw in a scarf. The only similar outfits I would say would be the times that they both wore blue dresses, but that's only because they were blue. The styles definitely differed in design. Meredith is a girl who likes the spotlight and likes to put on a show to be the center of attention and be praised. Sharpay is a theater kid who has an actual love for performing, so she has a legitimate library of music and performances. My personal favorites being Bob to the Top and I Want It All, but that brings me to the glaring similarity of the two. That's right, both Sharpay and Meredith have musical numbers under the title Fabulous. Sharpay's Fabulous was released August 14th of 2007 and is a poppy song about her expressing her want for a summer full of luxury and relaxation while lounging by the poolside at Lava Springs. Meredith's Fabulous was released July 31st of 2007 and is a song about her gloating about how superior she is to everyone else and how they should revel in her presence. Obviously, I would hate to pit 2 bad bitches against each other because they are both iconic in their own way, but I do prefer Meredith's Fabulous over Sharpay's. And I do feel like Bratz music is better than the music in High School Musical, but I do feel like Kenny Ortega's choreography is better in the High School Musical movies than in Bratz. The dancing in Bratz was a little unserious, I can be honest. Now, it may be a bit of a stretch to call the cafeteria scene in High School Musical a food fight, but I do think that the scene right after the stick to the status quo number is very similar to the elaborate food fight from the Bratz movie. In High School Musical, Gabriella simply slips on milk and her lunch then ruins Sharpay's outfit. Their drama/homeroom teacher, Miss Darbus, comes in and Sharpay exaggerates a story that Gabriella ruined her outfit on purpose and that it's a scheme to ruin the musical by her and the basketball players. In Bratz, Meredith sees her crush Cameron is talking to Chloe at the top of the stairs. So she decides to send her dog Paris to Chloe, which spirals into Chloe spilling food on Jade, Jade slinging food on Sasha, then Sasha tripping on a skateboard causing Yasmin to fall and get her lunch all over her outfit. By the way, I definitely just scripted that off memory. I'm that girl. Okay. This causes a huge food fight to break out in the quad of their high school. The Bratz, not knowing that Meredith started all this, blame each other for the whole fiasco and start to personally fight in the midst of this chaos. During the chaos, they end up breaking the principal's statue. Meredith rats them out and lands them in detention. Bonus number, since I did mention Meredith's dog causing the food fight, it's so hard to say Meredith. I do want to point out that Sharpay also has a dog whose name is Boy. It is very common in media for mean girls to have sidekicks, henchmen that do their dirty work, or simply just yes men. Sharpay has a bit of a dominating personality, where she'll find the perfect culprit to do her dirty work for a specific moment. I think the closest sidekick that she has is her brother Ryan, but even later on in the movies, he finds his own personality and becomes above the antics. For Meredith, she has Avery and Quinn, who are definitely yes men and don't disagree with her on anything at all. They never tell her when she's wrong, and I honestly think they're afraid of her. At one point, this was Cameron as well, who is seen with Meredith, Avery, and Quinn for most of the movie, until he also gets a life and breaks away from Meredith's claws. So what do I think? Is Meredith just a Sharpay clone? Or since 2 more movies came out after Bratz the movie, did they get some inspiration from Meredith and place it onto Sharpay as well? Questions that need answers. Data's still inconclusive, but that's not a good enough answer. For me, I just think they're both generic mean girls, and Ashley Tisdale even stated that she got inspiration for Sharpay from Regina George, the mean girl. But the weirdest thing to me is that they do both have songs titled Fabulous. It could just be a coincidence, a huge coincidence.
Coincidence? I think not!
I would love to know, with all the information that I gathered here today, or even some similarities that I may have missed that you caught, please let me know in the comments down below. Do you think that Meredith is a Sharpay clone? Do you think Sharpay is a Meredith clone? Or do you think that, like me, they're just both generic mean girls? Let me know down in the comments. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you would like to follow me outside of YouTube, you can follow me on Twitter, which I'm mostly active on, or you can follow me on Instagram. All that information can always be found down below in my description box, along with the music that I use in my videos. If you made it to the end of this video, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and make sure you hit the notification bell to stay up to date with posts and uploads from me. But for now, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week like always, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Peace!